Arsenal Fan TV America, welcome back. This time I don't really know where to start, but I'm just gonna read it out loud to you. Arsenal have crowned Manchester City as the champions 2022-2023 season. Yes, we unfortunately lost. That's funny. I know it's funny. I'm gathering myself to say it. We lost to Nottinghamforest. Yes, we did. 1-0 today. And with that loss, we can never catch up to Man City. I think at this point, Arteta, you failed towards the end and you collapsed towards the end of the season. And that's a repetitive thing in my eyes. Last year, we failed to qualify for the Champions League right at the end of the season. So we failed to do what we were set to do. Same thing this season. We fail to win the Premier League because it's just a lack of experience. A manager that outsmart the opponent. We don't have that. Outfox the opponent. We don't have that. We lack intelligence. We lack motivation. We lack a lot. I don't know what else to say. I'm very disappointed. Back in our episodes. And I said, hey, listen, let's stick together. And I always say, let's stick together. Don't come down on each other's, But it's just, we have to hold someone accountable. I know we can all hold the players accountable that didn't play. The captain that didn't captain. The wingers that, weren't wingers. The attackers that didn't attack. The goal scorers that didn't score. The defenders that didn't defend. The goalkeeper, or whatever. But at the end of the day, for this whole entire machine, the team to jive together, it's the manager's job. You can, again, cry me a river of what the manager's done this year. It's nothing. It's gone. Why? Because we come at the end of the season. We were supposed to be the strongest, and we lose it. It's a joke. I hold the manager accountable to the shambolicness that's happened to the team lately, and I don't know if he can regain confidence or not, or it's time to move on. Hey, listen, I am saying everything right now. You could say, oh, listen, hey, that's madness. Now we're mad. We're talking about, there's not madness. It's reality. I am just facing reality. I do not want to dance around anymore. I just want to go to the problem at Arsenal Football Club and the problem that is causing us not to gain any trophies in the past, I don't know how many years, which is mainly the bad manager we have. Do they have any other, better ones out there? I think there is. I think there is Nagelsmann. I think there was, Thomas Tuchel. I think there's a lot of good football managers out there that can take on a club, a respectable club like an Arsenal Football Club that is not for a starting manager. I don't think so. I can't just go to England and all of a sudden I'm coaching Arsenal. Some of the people that done that, they're incredible talent. And they're very, very, very few. But it's just not happening for Mikel Arteta now. How many years? How many seasons? Arteta came to Arsenal back in December 2019. So that's 2019-20. One first season. But let's say he took on at the end of the season to 2021. What happened back then? I'm not going to remind you. You remember, if you're really an Arsenal fan, where did we finish that year? Horrible. And then we go on to 21-22, right? Same thing. And now we go on to 22-23. After all, this is 4 seasons, we have to really say, okay, what is our stand from this? Again, it's unacceptable. Would you go for letting the manager be and give him another year and do the same thing and expect different results? Definition of insanity. Where you take him out and you don't have somebody as good as he is, I mean, now all of a sudden, a lot of clubs want him and a lot of clubs are happy with what he accomplished, which is, again, nothing. Again, we come to the end of the season and we fumble. Not great. The captains, not great. The manager, not great. The team, not a team. I respect everybody's opinion, and the people that are saying that, hey, listen, where we finished and we going to Europe is great. It's really something up to you. If you like mediocrity and you're happy with that, that's up to you. But I'm one of those unhappy fans, and there's plenty of us out there, trust me, that just are not happy where we finished, want somebody to be held accountable, and I want someone better to take us to the next step, which is winning titles and winning Champions League. It's time for us, a decent manager, and we can get some decent players if we are to compete for the Premier League. But what we have right now showed us that is not a team to compete with. Hopefully we do well in the Champions League when we go next year, but I'm not sure. Now, will Arteta be with Arsenal next season? Most likely. Again, I see that at Arsenal now we just accepted mediocrity and we keep building on it. So when you accept mediocrity, if you come up here, you're good. So he keeps finishing here and here and here, and he flies by or slides by. It is what it is. This season is over. We have one game left at home. I'm not sure which Arsenal is going to show up to that game, but today it was very, very sad to watch. Let's talk about who played today. So at the end of the season, Mikel Arteta decided that and that just shows you, but he decided that he needed to change the backline because he doesn't have enough defenders. Okay, so benwhite, that's playing all season on the right-hand side as a back right, now he decided to switch him and then bring Thomas Partey, that he's never been a right back in his life, not a right back person because he likes to be in the middle more, which we saw. He always had the tendency to drift to the middle of the pitch. The players that can't play other than they're in the middle of the pitch. So he put him as a right back and put benwhite as a center back with Gabriel in the middle. So why didn't you take Thomas Partey, that's a holding defensive midfielder, which we know all of them can play as a center back, and then just leave benwhite? Because when you do that and put Thomas Partey somewhere he doesn't play, you affect Bukayo Saka in front of him. All season, Bukayo Saka is used to benwhite. Bukayo Saka is a young player that hasn't been developed yet. Can't play with anybody. He's not, the Leo Messi, Cristiano Ronaldo of the world. He's no experience yet. He's young. Plus, I don't know if he's getting the right development under the coaching staff he's got now. Hold on. So we saw, and I'm saying that because we saw Bukayo Saka couldn't acclimate himself with how Partey was playing. He wasn't dangerous at all. And now we go to benwhite. He goes up well. So leave him on the right back. Put Thomas Partey next to Gabriel. And then on the left, you get your natural left back, Kierantierney. And then Kiwior can sit out. KT is a player you shouldn't sit down. Okay? Now in the middle, you played again Jorginho, Thomas Partey, and xhaka. But you played Jorginho in the holding part. Shouldn't. He doesn't have the engine anymore. His passes are wrong, and he did not do as well today. Stop forcing the player just to prove a point. He was an okay buy. All right, so sit outside. We can maybe get you in an end of a game. But now don't try to, push him into the lineup. He's done horrible, as we saw. I don't know what to tell you. Martin Odegaard, out of all people, assisted the Nottingham Forest goal today. Instead of assisting an Arsenal goal, he assisted a Nottingham Forest goal. What are you doing, son? It's very, very weird to see them like that. I hate to see Arsenal play like that. I don't like beating up on them, but, they have to be responsible. They have to hold themselves and each other's accountable to the shambolicness. We have so much position, it's not even funny, but we're going sideways. Mohamed Neni is much better than Jorginho, let me just tell you. And we call him Mohamed sideways, right? Neni sideways? No, Jorginho's what? Backways? He goes to the side more than Neni. He just takes, boom, goes. Takes, boom, goes. Takes, boom, goes. Where is the creativity in that, son? Remember Cesc Fabregas in the middle. Tick-tock, look up front, pass right away. Look at the sides, pass right away. No playmakers, no vision in Arsenal's play, no penetration, no togetherness, no solidarity, no work together, no 50-50 balls. We lead the whole entire season and we come and lose at the end of it. Doesn't leave a good taste. Sad to see them starting like that. Back four, like I said, Kiwior, Gabriel, benwhite, and Thomas Partey. Of course, Kiwior never played as a left back. So I don't know what Mikel Arteta was doing. And in the middle was Thomas Partey, Jorginho, and xhaka. Was not a great partnership today at all. Xhaka didn't look good because these two didn't look good. And then up front, we had gabrieljesus in the middle and Bukayo Saka on one side and Trossard on the other side because, of course, Martinelli is injured. Trossard also didn't do a whole lot. Bad passes. When I saw the game today, I did not see anyone that played really well. So I can start by, positively by talking about them. But starting by the manager, real bad. I don't know what they're talking about. The camera was on Arteta and his assistant. The game is going on, and you guys explaining whatever you're explaining on the iPad. The action is up there. Go see what your team is doing and be with them and talk to them, not to each other's, because both of you sitting outside will not affect that very game. Yeah, you can tell me, well, they're talking about the next game. They're learning something. They're this, they're that. I don't buy that when the team is doing what the team was doing on the pitch. Plus, you're a manager that got your team used to your yelling and giving them instructions. You can't change that now because they'll look for these instructions. Wake your players up and talk to them and don't give up on them. But it looks like Mikel Arteta gave up on them and they look like they gave up on him. And both parties look like they gave up on us and on the Premier League. And it's sad to see. Anyways, I didn't want to come out and announce Manchester City to be champions, but I did it. The love I have for my club was preventing me from doing such, but the love I have for this show and for the fans and the passion I have for the fans and for the game, you have to go on and you have to put out another episode, and that's hopefully you liked today's episode. That's it from us. Subscribe, please, before you go. Subscribe and like and share. Thank you very, very much for watching. Was a heck of a season. We were together the whole entire season. We were riding high and we were hoping high. And, hey, listen, let me tell you, nothing in life is better than hope. So I hope that next season we do better. I'll see you next episode. Thank you for watching. And don't forget to subscribe and like and share.